Minami Nanami Wants to Shine Volume 1 Review. It's fair to say that Budokai character Tomosaki's has become quite a popular series in the last couple of years. With 12 volumes under its belt and a season of anime with another forthcoming, it's certainly big enough to have a spin-off or two to its name. Enter Minami Nanami Wants to Shine, a side story manga focused on Minami. Does it improve? Does it prove an entertaining read? Let's find out. If you read the first 12 volumes of the Budokai character Tomasaki light novels, did you recognize Minami Nanami as one of the Tomasaki's bubbly classmates? She's the kind of girl who's friends with everyone, but beneath the surface, Minami finds herself jealous of Aoi Hinami, another of their classmates. Minami has always been talented when it comes to track and field, but lately, Aoi has been outperforming her, leaving Minami wishing for someone she could outshine everyone else. One day, Minami's mother asks her if she wants to be a model on the local ad for the makeup company she works for. Initially, Minami is unsure because the world seems so far out of her comfort zone, but seeing how difficult it is for her mother to find a model, Minami agrees. Later at school, she lets slip about her new job and is pleased when Aoi appears jealous of this development. With a spring in her step, Minami prepares herself for her leading role, but is the world of modeling truly what she wants to be? The world of modeling is dazzling, filled with people who shine. It's a place that can offer Minami the sparkle she's desperately hunting, but it is where she belongs. That's the question that haunts our heroine as she starts to work and continues to be Antame Aoi in the track and field club in the meantime. Just because she's found something she can do well doesn't mean it's a right fit for her, and that's more or less the message this manga is trying to convey. This ties in well the Minami's character arc in Volume 2, which she can run for school concept president with Tomasaki as her company manager. That story too was all about Minami struggling to find her place at school and wishing to accomplish something, especially if that something involved being Aoi. Volume 1 of Minami Nanami Wants to Shine comes in at 140 pages, so it doesn't have a lot of time to get too far into the story. In fact, by the end of the book, Minami is only just started the first official photo shoot for a role, so she's yet to make her mind up on whether this is the right fit for her. I didn't particularly mind the short page count myself, but I think in terms of the story, but this one will be better read the back-to-back with Volume 2, which I manage will be more conclusive in Minami deciding the direction she wants to take herself, even if only in the short term. There's nothing that behind. Beyond Aoi, we don't see much of any of the other character Tomasaki characters, so you have to care about Minami if you want to get anything out of this one. I also think it helps if you're up to date with the main series because our journey's manga seems to be set around Volume 2 of the light novels. It's easier to care about Minami's struggles here if you've been following her story for longer. This manga is drawn by Mangaka Bana Yoshida, who has a few titles under her name in Japan, but nothing else in the English market, with the story credited to the original creator Yuki Yaku and a character design by Kakifly. Admittedly, I was a bit sad to find Fly wasn't doing the manga themselves, since their work on chasing after Aoi Koshiba has been fantastic. That said, Yoshida'S Art does manage to capture the charm of the characters, and after some initial feelings that they were a bit odd at the start, I managed to forget all about that as the manga went on. My only minor criticism is that the artwork can sometimes be overwhelmed by the speech bubbles because Yoshida draws quite small panels, so there is a lot of room to fit art and dialogue in the same place, but other than that, the manga is very expressive and easy to follow. Minami Nanami Wants to Shine Volume 1 comes to the West thanks to Yen Press. It has been translated by Jennifer Ward with lettering by Bianca Pistillo. Ward is a different translator. Is a different translator than the original light novel series, but the quirks of the cast and their voices are in keeping with the book, so there are no issues here. The series is ongoing in Japan in 2 volumes, and Yen has volume to schedule for an English release in July. Overall, Minami Nanami Wants to Shine Volume 1 proves an interesting read for fans of the character. However, this first installment is a little light on the page count, so it may be worth waiting for the next book unless you're particularly big fan of Minami's. Either way, this is one of the fans of Budokai character Tomasaki are going to be eager to have in their collections. 8 over 10.